Coming to you from the depths of the galaxy, bringing you hot takes, hot news, and spicy discussions about games. We are the Uneducated Gamers! This episode is brought to you by GalaxyGameTV.com and Shipping Shield, creator of the cardboard top loader alternative, environmentally safe shipping card protection made in the USA. Go to ShippingShieldUS.com for more details. What's up, gamers? This is the Uneducated Gamers Podcast. My name is Chris.
And my name is Michael.
And today, as we always do, and I say this every single time, and I thought about this just now, we have an action-packed episode talking about video games.
How action-packed is it?
Now, Mike, you making fun of me? You making fun of me?
Constantly.
Okay. No, today actually is a very fun topic. Brand new year. A lot of things are happening in the gaming industry, including many releases. So today we are going to cover our top games of 2026 that we are looking forward to.
Hell yeah. Admittedly, a touch late. We got a little behind on this one.
A little bit, but I think, at the same time, it's never too late to say what you're looking forward to in 2026. And I thought it would be... I didn't want to do this for, the first episode. So the second episode coming back, I think it's fine.
Yeah. Great for me, too, because I've spent so much time playing games from 10 years ago that I get to remind myself there's actually good stuff still coming out.
And don't forget Elden Ring, which did not come out 10 years ago.
No. It didn't, 5-6 years ago at this point, though, right?
I guess so. Has it been that long already?
I think it's been that long, my dude. Hey, Siri. Neither of us have that. Neither of us have Siri. I don't know why I said that.
I do.
Oh, do you?
I do.
Hey, Siri!
It did
2022,
work.
so it was 4 years ago.
Okay, all right. So...
It's getting there.
It's getting there. I'm...
It's old enough to toddle.
Okay. So when we went to go put this list together, and I was actually kind of impressed that we didn't overlap a lot, right?
I tried a little on purpose not to do that. There were a couple on your list though that I was like, man, yeah, that's it. I can't not include those. But I thought it would be more fun if we had just more games to talk about. So I tried a little bit to avoid overlapping with you.
Gotcha. Well, without delay, let's go ahead and start kind of getting into it. And I do want to start out with the two that we kind of overlapped. Because
let's start with where we overlapped in. We'll come with the second place one that we overlapped in. And that, of course, is Total War Warhammer 40K.
When this trailer came out, and I think this was one of the world premieres on the Game Awards. And I was sitting there, and I saw the beginning of the trailer, like, oh my God. And I wanted to text you right away, but it was like when I was watching it, it had already been over, and it was like midnight. And I'm like, nope, not gonna text Mike at midnight.
I'm plugged into the Warhammer Rumors stream, so Valrack has been talking about this for 2 years or something crazy. So I kind of figured it was coming. Yeah. The whispers of the warp, as he would say. But
what I have to say about this, again, I don't play Warhammer, the tabletop game, right? You know that. I like portions of it. So far. But when I saw this come up, I was like, oh, yes, this is going to be something I'm going to get.
Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Did they say what factions are going to be available at launch?
No, there's no concrete information as of yet that I understand. There's not even a release date yet, right? So it is quote unquote coming soon, right?
Yep. We're pretty sure it's going to be 2026, but it is not officially announced yet.
Well, it's presumably 2026, right? However, there is no official release date for this thing.
Yep.
But my favorite part, and we got the trailer up for the audience, and it's coming up right now, where they zoom out, and it's like you zoom out of the planet, and then you go into the galaxy, and you are then noticing that you are in space too.
Yep.
And I was like, what? And so
the space campaign is going to be great. Well, did you ever play the other Total War Warhammer games, the ones that were set in Old World?
so I have it, but I haven't had a chance to like play it yet. So I have it on Steam, but I just haven't had a chance to get to it yet. But it's on my list.
We should do some versus content on that sometime. I've only played it a little bit. I don't have a ton of hours in, but I have at least played Total Warhammer 3 a little bit. So that game, it's RTS combat, right? But there's like an overworld map where you have to like take cities, and like the cities help produce resources which help you like push farther into enemy territory. So I imagine that's what the space version of this is going to be. Is it's going to be Ultramarines conquering planets, and then
Gotcha.
you go over. But I looked like the trailer made it look like there's going to be some space combat with that as well.
That's what it looks like.
You're
Yeah.
going to go back and forth between ground combat and space combat, which would be really cool.
Have you ever played Star Wars World at War?
No, I've played Call of Duty World at War.
Or no, not Star Wars Empire at War. Sorry, Star Wars.
No, I don't know that one.
Look it up on Steam. That game, Star Wars Empire at War. And that is a very similar style game. It's an RTS, and it has both. It has space combat, right?
Oh, sure.
And ground combat.
I bet this is going to be... I bet this will definitely be similar to what... Obviously, 20 years newer and Warhammer skin.
Yeah.
But I bet that this is the rough idea of what you can expect, which would be pretty cool.
That would be amazing. Like I've had, so I still have my CD-ROMs for this game. Like
For Empire at War.
Yeah. Most
Hell
people
yeah.
don't even know what a hell a CD-ROM is at this point, right? But this day and age. But I still have the original discs for this game. And obviously I don't need it anymore because I have it on Steam as well. Oh, no, sorry. I think this one I have on GOG, which, I prefer. If it's available on GOG, I'll always buy GOG before Steam because of the fact that everything they put on GOG is DRM free.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, but yeah, when I saw this, I immediately thought of that game and had a nostalgia trip of playing Star Wars Empire at War. And it was, obviously that game is like 20 some odd years old, but still fantastic, by the way. If you can catch it on sale, I would highly recommend checking it out.
I might give it a shot, but I have a feeling that Warhammer 40K is gonna completely push it out of my peripheral.
I'm just like, I'm super stoked for this, and I can't wait. Definitely want. I'm really hoping it comes out this year. Basically,
Hell yeah! All right, push into the most important game that we overlapped on. Was it your number one too? It was my number one.
Yeah, it was the first one I put on my list.
Tomb Raider: Legacy of Atlantis. Oh my God, this game looks so beautiful. Oh man, when I was probably 10, maybe a little younger, a little older, I don't remember exactly. I got a PlayStation 1 whenever that came out. And this was one of the games. I had a handful of games. It was Tomb Raider, the first Tomb Raider on PlayStation, and I played so many hours of that. What a great game. And I'm so excited to see it get absolutely like lovingly remastered. This looks brilliant.
Yeah, I mean it definitely looks like they're adding quite a bit to it as well.
Oh yeah. Remaster is really the wrong word here. It's a complete remake. Looks like the same engine that the Tomb Raider prequel games have been using. Like this looks a lot like Shadow of the Tomb Raider, for example.
Yeah. The stylistic piece of it, as well as the engine, looks very similar, and just obviously not with the same grittiness. But holy smokes, that like again, I think this one debuted with the Game Awards, right? Meaning the trailer for this, and when the moment that I saw this Lara Croft, I was like, holy crap, are they remaking this? And then it came through, I was just like, holy moly. Like this is like, I bought both of the remasters of 1 through 3 and 4 through 6. And those are fantastic, by the way. I highly recommend those. And what's really cool and what's really nostalgic about the remasters is you can toggle between the old version and the new version.
Oh yeah, they did that for Halo too.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, it's really
And
fun.
I think it was really, really cool how they did that, and really allowed you to kind of both visit memory lane while also, making it, updated and fresh and new, which was really cool.
Fun fact, Tomb Raider probably gave me some of my scariest gaming moments.
Oh yeah? What?
I was too young to have played like Silent Hill or Resident Evil or anything like that, but I did have Tomb Raider. And there were two things specifically that have like stuck with me forever. One was realizing that at some point in the game there are alligators in the water. That freaked me the fuck out. And the other one is when you are in the like one of the earlier worlds and you go into like deep into the tomb and you're in like the Lost World section and there's dinosaurs now and you turn a corner and there's like all of a sudden you're face to face with a T-Rex that you cannot kill. That was like the scariest moment for me as a younger kid gaming.
Oh man. Like, I would say my equivalent was the first time I played Doom on a DOS computer.
Oh, sure.
And I also, so my mom, one of the guys that my mom worked with at that time, he he's like, oh hey, we do online games, because like it had an online component of it, right? And
That's right, it did.
so he invited me to do, come on with one of their play sessions with his group. And I was like, what? Okay, great. And I'm like, again, I'm like 10, 11 years old, man. And so I'm on there and I'm like, I'm poning at all these guys. And then all of a sudden, because I was doing so well, they were all ganging up on me. But then it was just like, like bum rush of like 4 or 5 people just like trying to get me. But anyways, playing Doom was like, like first time you're seeing swastikas and all this other stuff. And it's like, or not Doom.
You talk about Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein. Sorry, Wolfenstein. And, it's just like one of those things where it's just like, what is this? This is creepy.
So for some reason, Wolfenstein seems way less creepy than Doom to me, but, Nazis, demons.
Well, I mean, like when you're a kid, you don't know what, it's like, what is this? Why is it like, and
Fair enough.
You're shooting people, you know what I mean? It's like, what in the world is this nonsense?
So Chris, what's your number 10?
Oh, my number 10.
Yeah, I just did 2 of them in a row. You gotta do yours now. You start the bottom to top.
Okay. I see how you did it. You did me dirty, man. You did me dirty. So I actually am gonna start with my one that I'm watching. And
this was on my list for a while.
I'm watching this one because it's interesting, because we've gotten a couple of trailers for this game, right? And we've got some details, but it's still very kind of wishy-washy of what is this game actually about. I mean, I kind of sort of get it, right? Like, you have this companion that sort of helps you through your thing, you're protecting her or what have you. The game looks gorgeous, right? First and
Beautiful.
foremost. But again, like, I'm still a little iffy on, is this game gonna hit, right? Like, could this be another Anthem? Could this be, I don't know. Or could this be a Death Stranding, right? Like, does it kind of fall into that camp? And so I'm really interested about it. I'm really interested in the style of the game. It's very, very interesting. But I'm not 100% sold on it just yet. So, I mean, you said it was on your list as well at some point.
It was on my list at some point, but I too was a little unsure concretely what the game was exactly trying to do. And it looked like it could either be really good or a complete flop. And I was like, it fell off my list for some other stuff that I was a little more confident in. But man, there was some moment in the trailer where the guy and the little girl were talking, and it was like, oh wow, this is like genuine relationship development. Like,
yeah, yes, yeah. And it like, to me in the beginning, I wasn't sure, like, and I'm still not sure, like, what is really the relationship here. But I think, again, that's why, like, the game Death Stranding came to mind.
Yeah.
Is because it kind of like, in a trailer, you can't explain truly what the game is. You actually have to experience it. And I do wonder if it's like that. I just hope it delivers like Death Stranding did for many folks.
This isn't the same game company, right?
It's not. No.
Death Stranding? Okay.
No.
There's no Monster Energy drink?
No. Definitely not a Kojima either. So Pragmata is definitely one that I'm watching.
When's that supposed to come out? Did they list a...
This April.
Okay. Oh, cool. It's right around the corner.
Yes. Yeah. So I think if I don't have anything else like lined up to play when it comes out and nothing else like kind of interferes with it, I might actually just pick it up and play it anyways instead of waiting. But because there's a lot of games, like I have my list of 10 or 8 plus the 2 that we just talked about that I'm excited for and definitely getting. Like my list are games that I'm definitely getting, but it's all going to depend on when things release. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. So with Pragmata, again, that one, we'll just keep an eye on that one. Mike, what's your next?
My number 10 is a little gem called Decrepit. I don't know. I'm worried this could be a flop. It's kind of Souls-likey, but it's like really dark, dungeony with some spooky, scary skeleton men and maybe some eldritch horror stuff in there. This looks right up my alley. They even have wheel skeletons.
Yeah, it's interesting too because obviously this is definitely an Unreal Engine game. You can tell, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's definitely a style for what Unreal games look like, and that's okay. That's not a bad thing. So I think it looks really good. I hadn't heard about the game until you actually put it on this list, and I took a look at it. But it does. It looks creepy. It looks fun.
The visuals are really drawing me in, and it almost looks like it could go in the direction of like a puzzly roguelike in a way. And I have been loving playing Blueprints with my wife. We are really obsessed with that game, and so I can't imagine it's going to be like quite the same as Blueprints. But if it tries to mix that creepy atmosphere with that Souls-like action, and then bring in some like roguelike like puzzle game to unravel like a deeper mystery, that would be really nice.
Yeah, I think you hit on it too, right there. Right? I think the key is going to be selling and delivering on the atmosphere, because if it doesn't deliver an atmosphere, honestly, no matter how good it looks or whatever the mechanics are, it could potentially fall flat without really good atmosphere.
Yeah, it could. Decrepit does not have an announced date yet. It's supposed to be 2026, but it is not officially announced. All right, Chris, what's your number 9?
So this one was yet another one that came out and announced during the Game Awards. So guess a slight theme here, but at the same time, that's where all the the new stuff gets kind of discussed now these days, right? And that one is Star Wars Galactic Racers. At first, I thought this was going to be, when it first started, I thought it was going to be like another, like, kin to Episode 1, like the remaking Episode 1, like Star Wars.
Now that's pod racing.
Yeah. And when then it started playing even more, and it was all about the pod racers, I was like, oh, so they're redoing Pod Racer. And yeah, this looks, I'll tell you this. I played the crap out of Pod Racer. In fact, I bought the limited run, like, re-release of Pod Racer. And then, like, I think it was Star Wars Racer 2 or something like that came out, which wasn't as good as the original Pod Racer, but it was still fine.
I don't care what anyone says. Pod racing is cool.
It is. It is really cool because, like, dude, it's like breakneck speed. Like, if you think about it, like, a lot of people, play, what is that? Zero.
We talking about like Forza Horizon?
No. That old, the really old game. Zero.
Pole position. Super hang on.
F-Zero.
Oh yeah. I went way too old.
Yeah. Yeah, way too old. No, yeah. So, people really like gravitate to F-Zero, and again, I do too. I kind of stopped playing it, but that is a fantastic game, and to me, like pod racing is almost very similar, just with more intricate like landscapes and such. You know what I'm saying? And well, it's in the Star Wars world, which I'm not going to complain about the Star Wars world. So, but yeah, when I saw this, I was just like, I'm sold. Now, here's the thing. The trailer we got, it was a cinematic. It wasn't gameplay, right? So I will look at this with some caution, but so I look forward to seeing a real trailer of what the gameplay looks like and so on and so forth when they finally announce the release date. We don't have a release date for this yet, but it's 2026. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Like, is this something that you would be interested in?
Maybe. I'm not a big racing game fan. I like kart racers. I like any racer that kind of brings you into more of that combat side, whether it be just like the ability to like knock your opponents off the track or whether it's missiles. Let me tell you about games I played thousands of hours of. Crash Team Racing on the original PlayStation. Man, I could play those tracks in my sleep. But no, this looks like fun. Did you ever play the arcade machine version of Pod Racer, where you'd sit down and you'd have the little 8 handles?
Yes.
Those were fun.
That was fun. That was very fun. I actually have that on my arcade system here at home.
Hell yeah.
What's your next one, Mike?
My number 9 is Wild. It's a little game called Mugenics. That is Mugenics, from the same developer that did Binding of Isaac.
Oh, right. Yes. This one. Yeah, this one looked a little weird.
It's unhinged. It's pretty unhinged, and that's what I like about it. This is a different trailer than the original trailer I saw, but the original trailer I saw was equally as insane. It's a puzzle battler with RPG elements and but you can breed your cats as well to like get inherited perks and stuff, as far as I can tell. And everything's just dingy and dirty. Cats humping. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts, and I really, really want to play this game.
I mean, honestly, you kind of had me at the makers of Binding of Isaac. I love that game. Like, I played so much of that game. I actually bought the board game of.
Did you?
That. I did, yes, and it's fantastic. But when I saw this, like, I'm pretty certain when you sent me this, I'm like, you had me at the makers of Binding of Isaac, and I was like, this, and how weird it is. I really hope it's got co-op. I don't know if you know if it's got co-op, but
it doesn't look like the sort of game that would have co-op, but I will let you know if it does.
I mean, it's just, like, it's weird. It's interesting, but it's like, it totally fits the makers of Binding of Isaac, so.
Strange and crass, but also phenomenal game.
Yeah. Just hopefully it doesn't suck.
What's your number 9, Chris?
So, my number 9 is a game that most people will probably not play. And it's a game called Directive 8020. And to kind of give a story about what 8020 is, it's part of...
It's a good cut of beef.
What's that?
It's a good cut of ground beef.
Okay, fair enough. No, but this is a story-driven kind of... If you think of like the Telltale style games, right?
Yeah.
It's a story-driven game made by developers called Dark Pictures, and they've come out with a series of games that are sort of cinematic experiences that you play like you would play a what people would call a Telltale style game, or like if you think of Until Dawn, and a few other of those like sort of story-driven cinematic games.
Sure.
This is actually number 5 of the series that they have. So, the
like,
first
are they
one,
like a continuous story?
No.
Okay.
They're all like the same type and same style and same like creepiness or what have you. So, like, they have the Man of Medan, they have another one called Little Hope, House of Ashes, The Devil in Me, and now Directive 8020. And it's just creepy. I mean, it's just like super creepy looking, and I really like these kinds of games. They're like that story driven. It's like it's one of those games where I just like to kick back and interact with it and enjoy the experience, if you will, right?
Hell yeah. Well, I have a hard time with games that are more cutscene than game.
Yeah.
It's just not my style. I don't like having control taken away from me like every 5 minutes. I couldn't get into the a friend of mine really really loves the Persona series and really really loved Metaphor Refantasio, and I gave Refantasio a try, and the world is fun. It's a beautiful game. The combat's great, but like every 5 seconds it rips me out for another cutscene, and I couldn't. After a couple hours, I'm like, I'm done with this.
Yeah, I mean, so I've played those. I definitely like Persona 5 and Fantasio. There's another game too called Catherine. Again, it's one of
Oh, I've
those.
heard of that one.
It's again, it's another one of those like it's like a social adventure game, but to your point, right? Like it's there. You got your cutscenes, and then you have your dialogue back and forth. You interact with people, and so on and so forth. And it's kind of a slog if you don't generally like that style.
Sure, sure.
And it's kind of funny, like I didn't play games like this, years ago. It wasn't until I got a little bit older where I'm like, I just want to sit down sometimes and just ride the coattails of the adventure and, take action when I need to. And yeah, it's different. It's again, it's not for everyone.
That's how I play Dark Souls. I just need something calming to sit down. Dark Souls.
Dark Souls, yes.
I was chuckling when you were talking because I get intrusive thoughts, and you were talking about their last game was called The Devil in Me, and all I could think of was the Smashing Pumpkins. The devil in me is the devil in you.
Oh man.
It's going to be stuck in my head for a while.
There you go. That should be our new theme song. All right. What's your next one, Mike?
My number 8 is another weird one, because I like weird games. It's called Into the Unwell. This is a not the only vintage cartoon motif game on my list, but this one is well, it's Unwell. I'm not 100% certain what style of game this is. It looks like a roguelike action game. Think like if Diablo was a roguelike, but it's from the perspective of an absolute like homeless trash cat that Satan keeps throwing into hell over and over again.
When I saw the trailer for this, I'm like, what in the world is it? I thought in a way you were kind of like at first playing a joke on me of like just sending me like a cartoon. I was like, what in the world? And
No,
then I
I
actually
love
started
this.
watching and I was like, oh,
This looks
oh.
really good. It's like, did you ever play Cuphead?
I did, yes. I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
it.
In
Yeah.
fact, it's not the same developer, is it? It might be. I didn't look at the developer, but it's got a lot of Cuphead energy to it. But it's a 3D action game instead of a side scroll like Bullet Hell.
Yeah, I mean, as I got into it, like it actually started looking really cool and I was like, kind of almost reminds me of kind of like dark roots to like a Pinocchio vibe, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, what's the game? Epic Mickey. It's like Epic Mickey on PCP.
Or that, I guess, sure. I mean, yeah. I can. I mean, I would describe. Never mind. Never
Too
mind.
hot for YouTube. Not safe for work on Patreon.
But yeah, no, I do think it's a game that surprisingly I'm quite interested in. I definitely this will be one that I'll like wait. It's like a wait and see for me because like who knows with some of these like. Actually, Cuphead was one of those ones too. In the beginning, I was just like, it's all gonna come down to execution. And
And boy, did they
Cuphead,
execute.
yeah, Cuphead
Yeah.
was really good execution. So this one, I'll definitely wait and see. But I'll definitely like, I'll be watching it for sure.
How about you, buddy? Number 8.
Yeah, I mean, this one is a bit of a cop out, because I mean, I think everybody's excited for this game, even though we don't know a lot about it. We don't know if it's actually still going to release this year because it's had so many delays. Grand Theft Auto 6 is definitely one that I am super stoked about. It's been a long time since we've had a new one. I actually really liked Like my favorite Grand Theft Auto is Vice City. I have played 5 a bit, well, quite a bit actually, even the online component of it. But to me, this kind of still this kind of brings back the Vice City vibes, and that's for me that is what's exciting about this one, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. I still question how much of the realism that they show that they're going to have in this game. So I do have a sort of a question mark on that.
Grand Theft Auto is probably a game you don't want to be overly realistic because at some point it's just like a goofy sandbox, right? Like don't get me wrong, the characters and the story are like heavy and hard hitting, but also it's interspersed with you zooming out and just like fucking crazy taxiing over sidewalks.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's interesting though because like with Vice City, right? With Vice City, they kind of really sort of changed the formula a little bit on their GTA games where they really went into the story driven aspect of the game, which was one of the very first times they did it that I think really hit, and it really hit hard, right? Like it really resonated with people.
Was Vice City number 3?
Yes. No, 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 not 3. It was actually after 3. It was Vice City. Vice City was
Vice City was 4 because before that was
yeah,
San Andreas.
yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. And before San Andreas, they were just like top down, almost. They were just top down shooters, really.
Pretty much, yes, yeah. So Vice City, I think, really changed the formula for them, and I feel and I'm hoping that that's what they're going back to here with kind of again expanding that story, like the way that the trailer plays out and the way that it kind of looks. Right, you're following, these protagonists, right, as a couple, right, and so it's kind of like a Bonnie and Clyde thing, right?
Oh, cool. That's fun. That's fun.
But the question is, but it's male, female. But the question is that the story? Like, I don't know. We haven't gotten like all of the detail on that. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, but again, how can you not be excited for another GTA?
It's GTA. It's GTA 6. It's
Yeah.
like Elder Scrolls 6. Like, all right, there's games you're excited for. It's this, and this. So don't even consider those because we know you're excited for those. That's why I didn't even touch GTA.
I mean, like companies like are releasing games. They move the release of their games in order to avoid releasing a game during GTA being released.
We talked about that in another episode about how like the release schedule for new games is all up in the air right now because everyone's dancing around who gets the short stick of releasing at the same time as GTA 6.
Exactly. Exactly. So we'll see, but I think regardless, it's going to be a great game. It's Rockstar. They rarely ever have one of those like, clunkers. So definitely something to get excited for. What about you, Mike? What's your next one on your list?
Number 7. I think this will be a pretty popular one. It is Slay the Spire II.
I mean, you got to be excited for this.
You got to be excited. Now, Slay the Spire is not... and in fact, I watched a little bit of a developer... I watched a little bit of a developer interview on Slay the Spire just earlier today, actually, and I was surprised to learn that they thought about their game the same way I think about their game, which is to say, it's not the most exciting game in the world, but it is really fun. And it's one of those games where you can come in, I'm going to take a run, maybe I take 2 runs, and again, I can put it down, go about my life. I only have 15 minutes. I'm going to go play a little bit of deck builder, a little bit of dark fantasy deck builder for a while. Over lunch or something, and I can put it down and be happy with it. It's a great game for that. And the second one just looks like it's taking everything the first one did and improving on it.
Yeah, I mean, I played a bit of the first one. I admit I probably haven't spent a lot of time on it, but I definitely, the time that I played it, I really enjoyed it. I played a little bit more of Blatro than this. But that's because I find Blatro like literally more addicting than this game.
Yeah, Bellatra is a good game, but it's definitely verging on a dopamine hook style of game.
Exactly. So they're very different style, like what they're going for. But I definitely appreciate Slay the Spire for sure.
Yep.
So my next one, I think, is yet another cop out. I think a lot of people are going to be excited for this one and want to play it, but I don't really care because I always appreciate and look forward to the next iteration of these types of games. And that's Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight.
This game is this is a game.
I mean, like, I'm Batman. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm Batman. Swear to me.
I mean, how can you not get on board for one of these games? And I think for me, I call it a cop out, but for me, it's actually, going to be a little bit more nostalgic. Plus, getting to play this game with my boys, right? Like,
Yep.
so like that's why I'm kind of excited for this because we just started introducing them finally to the Lego games because they're a little bit younger, but as they get older and like they can understand conceptually what they're playing, and so that's why I'm truly excited for this because and it's like the first time we're getting a Dark Knight like game in the Lego universe.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this game, in terms of games that you can co-op with your wife or co-op with your kids, Lego games are some of the best. And the target, I'm pretty confident that the specific target audience for this game is middle-aged dads who are trying to get their kids into video games. This is like because this game is based on early 2000s, right? It's the Christopher Nolan trilogy and it's the Arkham series that they're specifically basing this game on. So it is middle-aged dad nostalgia. And it's I wanna tell my kids about Batman, but I don't want to let them watch Heath Ledger's Joker just yet.
Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, I mean, I think this is just I think it's a fantastic move for the Lego series. And what I'll say is they've been making a lot of great strides at making a different style Lego game than what we grew up on from a Lego game standpoint.
Yeah, there's been some real fun innovations. All the different abilities, all the collectability is still there, but all the different abilities, all the things you can do, it doesn't feel so railroaded as much anymore.
Yeah.
I played a lot of, now again, this is a Game Boy game, but I played a lot of the Lego Star Wars on Game Boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was a very fun game, but it's also a very different experience than, say, the Jurassic Park Lego games that are now on like Xbox One.
Yeah. And I mean, more recently, the move to put the Horizon franchise in the Lego world.
Did they?
They did.
That's pretty cool.
And it is, I'll tell you what, the best Lego game that I've ever played. I like the IP though.
Yeah, you love Horizon.
I love Horizon.
I haven't played those games yet, but it's robot dinosaurs. What's not to love?
What's not to like? And the Lego version, it's Horizon Adventures. Dude, that's another one I put a stamp on that I highly recommend. If you like those casual like Lego style games, they bring the Lego flavor but carry in the Horizon sort of story, which is it's done so well.
Awesome.
All right, moving on. What's your next one?
What are we on, number 6 already? This is the other vintage cartoon motif game on my list. It's just a fun little boomer shooter style game called Mouse PI for Hire.
It's funny. I forgot about this game until I saw it on your list. And
this was announced at like Summer Game or E3 or something like a couple years ago. We covered it. I talked about it before.
Yeah. And when I saw this, I was like, "Oh my god, I forgot about this game."
It's awesome. If Mickey Mouse was an alcoholic with a gun, that's what this game is, and I'm completely here for it.
Yeah, I'm kind of bummed I forgot, and it's not on my list. It is on my list now. I'm gonna tack that on because this one, like, dude, like,
and they didn't show this off before. The early trailer we've seen was just like film noir Mickey Mouse, but this trailer has like Wolfenstein and like Doom scenes in it, and that just blew my mind. Like, what? Okay, what is this? What actually is this now? This is a skeleton chainsaw that he's cutting Cacophony demons with. Man, I'm in.
It's so impressive to look at. Like, again, if you think about it, like, it still gets that Cuphead vibes, right?
Yeah.
But in a different way, right?
Yeah.
It's like that Doom meets Cuphead, if that makes any sense at all.
That's my jam.
All right. Next up for me is so this series is I've been playing this series ever since the PlayStation 1, right? Like this game, this series is beyond embedded in the fabric of who I am as playing video games.
Well, I know what game you're going to say.
And I really appreciate the remakes that they've been doing, the remasters of their games. Well, I would actually call them remakes. They've been like full on remakes. But this is, I think, by far, and I hope it is, the scariest one that they've made yet that I'm really, really excited for because I like scary things.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Resident Evil Requiem.
All right. I have not played a Resident Evil game. No, that's not strictly true. I've played Resident Evil 4. Like, some of it. My friend had it, right? So I played it with him a little bit. But I've never, like, owned and sat down and, like, gone through a Resident Evil game. That's on my backlog of series I need to catch up with.
By the way, you need to play Resident Evil 2. Like, the remaster, the one that came out. I think you'll enjoy it.
Because that's a puzzle horror. The first two are like puzzle horror games, right?
They are, but the remake of Resident Evil 2, like it's different, and it is done so well that it is not something that you want to miss or skip. Resident Evil 2 is by far my favorite.
Okay. Well, tell me more about this one, because I immediately derailed you, and then you talked about a different Resident Evil game. What's going on here?
So the way that this one is being sold at the moment, and the way we're looking at it, is this is a psychological thriller, right? Like, this is one that is going to mess with you in the head, right? Not literally, but the idea of the game is like, what happened to this person? So I mean, this is where you're going to start seeing a lot of the different, like, what's going on, and the return to Raccoon City, and so on and so forth. And so there's just a lot going on here, and I am just really excited to be able to be like, okay, can we finally have a really good, like, Resident Evil game that scares the crap out of us, and gets those good jump scares, and have these things crawl out of walls and what have you, and just really screw with your mind, right? That was the thing about Resident Evil games that I think have been missing. Village was okay, but it wasn't. It was more about the atmospheric horror instead of kind of jump scare horror. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
There's a clear delineation. There's a difference.
It was like they've been kind of just like action shootery for a while.
Yeah. And so this one just, I'm hoping, and what I'm excited about is the ability for it to come back and be more of that nostalgia of that creepy atmospheric sort of thing. Just like when, the new Silent Hill F came out, right?
I was going to say, this looks more like a Silent Hill game, or even like The Evil Within. Do you remember that series?
Yeah. The one thing, though, is I was actually, and I know we're not going to, this is a side tangent, I was kind of disappointed with Silent Hill F. Like,
I heard it was great.
It's good. It's really good. It's not what I was hoping it was going to be. So I'm really hoping, though, that Requiem sort of kind of scratches that itch of kind of get back to, like, right, the normal, like, Resident Evil fabric. So we'll see.
Additional side tangent. Did you see they're remaking Fatal Frame?
I did. And I have a very small pocket of my heart that enjoys Fatal Frame, and I wish and I hope the remake is going to introduce new things, because I think the most recent releases of Fatal Frame, I just feel like the mechanics are just slightly dated still. Like, they haven't made that leap into the next generation to, like, iterate on it more.
It's a camera game, so, like, it's like Pokemon Snap but with Wendigos.
I get that, but, like, there has to be a next level to do it, right? Like, there always should be that next level. They just haven't reached that yet, in my eyes.
Yeah, fair enough.
What about you, Mike? What's your next one?
We are on number 5. Just a few days ago, my brother said to me, he's like, "Man, I wish they had a multiplayer game, especially like an MMO or something we could get together and play as a group. You could, like, grind every day or whatever. But I'm tired of fantasy," he says. And Arc Raiders is really, really fun. I've been enjoying that. But I also really like sci-fi. Lo and behold, Bungie is finally releasing Marathon, and it is an extraction shooter. So think Arc Raiders, think Return to Tarkov, or Escape from Tarkov. And I sent this to my brother. I said, "Is this what you're looking for?" And he went, "Holy shit. Is this out?"
Yeah, it's interesting. I look at this and I originally first got excited, and then I had a moment of retraction when I knew it was Bungie, and I was just like,
Yeah.
are they are is this going to get the love, or is this just going to be a get it out there, shine it up, and let people play it? You know what I mean?
Well, a couple of things in that direction. They separated, right, from Activision.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. And I think that is going to go a long way to making the game better. I feel like Activision meddles too much. But, the thing too is I think this game got some serious reworks during development. I don't think it was originally an extraction shooter, if I remember the story correctly. I think it got reworked into one. I might be wrong about that though.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think if they execute on this, I think this has the ability to be probably one of the best extraction shooters out there.
Yeah, for sure. And that's a genre that's quickly becoming oversaturated, right? Because like Arc Raiders hit it big, and now everyone wants their Arc Raiders, so they're all gonna do that. But if this is good, this is gonna be the one that I'm gonna play all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I might end up playing it myself. I'm not gonna lie. I don't play a lot of extraction shooters. Like, I know you've asked me to play Overwatch before, and
well, Overwatch not an extraction shooter.
No,
that's
a
hero shooter. But,
I know,
yeah.
but like it's a shooter. But what I'm saying is, not saying it's an extraction shooter, but like those kind of like multiplayer shooters, kind of like that has ran my course. Like I don't really play those anymore. But this one, if executed well, I think could actually bring me in and draw me in to play it for sure.
Do you know how extraction shooters work effectively?
Me? Yeah. Well,
yeah. I was gonna say like because it's not like Halo. It's not an arena shooter. It's not COD.
Sure. Yeah.
There's other stuff going on, and it's PvEBP.
Yes.
PvPvE. So there's like enemies and goals and stuff, but you always have the chance of like a random another person just shooting you in the back of the head in the middle of a mission. So there's that will they, won't they.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think again, I haven't played a lot of them, but at the same time, I mean, it's always intrigued me, but at the same time, I haven't seen the one that sort of draws me in and says, I want to play that.
Yeah.
This one could be that, but as long as they execute on it.
It's got so much style and personality. I just like that a lot.
Yeah. All right. We're getting down to the skinny of these. And this next one, I have played 0 of the other 2 games. I have them, haven't played them yet. So like I might actually end up having to go out of order. But this genre and this type of game, as well as the sort of the theme of it, is something that I am wildly interested in. And so this is why this one just like hits the top of my list. And that's Neo 3.
Hell yeah.
And this thing, like, it looks fantastic first and foremost, but the other 2 are those games look fantastic as well, which is why I bought them. I bought the the collection of 1 and 2, and I just haven't had a chance to get them in there yet. But boy, and I'm a big fan of Team Ninja. Like their games are really good.
I recognize that name. What else have they done? I feel like I've played some of their stuff.
Well, gosh, I mean, I'm sure you've had to, because like they've been around for a long time. They've produced so many games. So like if you think of obviously Neo is one of those games. They've done Dead or Alive, Ninja Gaiden.
Oh, I played a little Ninja Gaiden. I played a little Dead or Alive. Yeah. Oh, Fire Emblem. I played a little Fire Emblem too.
They've also done Rise of Ronin. That was a recent one, and so they've done like really good. And this is kind of thematically, this is their style game, right? But yeah, so like, who doesn't know Ninja Gaiden, right? Like, if you play video games, you know of Ninja Gaiden, and I will play anything that Team Ninja makes, because they almost never miss on a game that they make.
Yeah. Neo looks to me like Dark Souls advanced. Like I watch a lot of Iron Pineapple and he loves Neo 2. And I've seen some gameplay of that. I'm like, "Oh, this looks like Dark Souls, but the combat is faster. Some of the bosses look more difficult, and it's got like a skill tree, like a Path of Exile skill tree."
Yeah.
So I've been working my way through the Dark Souls series. I finally finished Dark Souls 3. I was going to do Sekiro next and then kind of graduate into the Neo games. That's kind of the direction I was going to go with that. And Iron Pineapple actually did he got to beta test Neo 3 or something. He had an extended playthrough video of it.
Gotcha.
Like early access. And it looked crazy. It was like open world and everything.
Yeah. I mean, this one's definitely going to take some hours, right? Like any of the Team Ninja games like that, like Ninja Gaiden and stuff like that, they're a time suck. Now, it's not like they don't reach the 100 hours, right? Like it's more of like that 60.
Not with that attitude.
It's like that 60 hours ish, right? Kind of range. I think most people who are really good at those games could probably do more like a 40-ish, but I'm just a huge fan of this game, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. All right, Mike, let's bring it home with these last two. What do you got?
My number 4. This looks really fun. It's called Exekiller. Do you? I've been playing through the little backstory. I've been playing through Dishonored for the first time.
Oh, okay.
I'd been doing some of that on stream. Actually, I'm trying to get back into streaming, and this reminds me a lot of Dishonored, but it's like. It's newer game, obviously, but the gimmick, I guess, is that you are a corporate bounty hunter. So you have to go like find workers who are trying to escape their Kafka-esque grind and bring them back to the factory. It's like Philip K. Dick with a cowboy hat. It's really funny. It just looks like a blast.
Yeah, one of my favorite things about this is the aesthetic and kind of the way that it looks. It's unique because it's bare bone, but at the same time, not bare bone. It's more simplistic, and it kind of hits that like super like cyberpunky but Western, if you will, like a cyberpunk Western. I don't know how to really explain it, but it's like. It's really wild. It's just really wild to look at.
It's like you've seen the Fallout TV show, right?
Yeah.
It's like the cowboy ghoul.
Yeah,
is kind of what I think about. But he's like a bounty hunter robot.
Exactly, and it looks cool. I really hope it delivers on like the visuals of what we see here, right? Like I know everything that we see is like a work in progress, but I can dig it. So moving on to really what's probably the one that I'm going to be playing really soon because it's coming out soon, just right around the corner. And I'm also really excited about it. And this is probably going to be not a super sexy game that people are going to be like, ooh, that's a great game. But this is one that I've always wanted to play, like the original, never got to. So I am super excited for the remake of Dragon Quest VII.
Oh, yeah.
And what they did with the art style here is like beyond like mind-blowing. It's actually really neat of what they did here of kind of mixing art styles, right? It's kind of like that shiny like pop figure kind of like art style with the rest of the world, and I'm really digging it. I'm really digging what they did here, and as long as the frame rate holds on the Switch, like this game could be a candidate for. I know I like argue against remakes or remasters to be game of the year, but this one, this has the potential to be game of the year.
Like I said, I played a lot of hours of Dragon Warrior on the NES, the first one. It was called Dragon Warrior because there was a copyright thing. You couldn't call it Dragon Quest because it was already copyrighted when it came to the States or something like that. I don't know when that changed because it's called Dragon Quest now. But I have noticed that this isn't the first remake they've done for the series. They've been doing it for a little bit with kind of this, I don't know if you can call it a chibi art style, but it's kind of cutesy, kind of bulbousy. There's been a couple games like this, and I played a little bit. I got one of the Switch games from the library, and I kind of liked it.
Yeah, and I think I just think it's just really clean, and I really, I think there are people that have been, kind of on the fence on it, about the art style, but I'll say this: I am all for it, and I've already got it pre-ordered. It's going to be in my mailbox the day of release, and I am going to be playing it that day because I'm that excited. All right, Mike, bring us home with your last one here.
All right. So this actually sits at number 2 on my list because we talked about Tomb Raider was my number 1. Total War 40K was my number 3. And now number 2, if you know me at all, it's got to be Halo Campaign Evolved. They're remaking it again. This is the third one. So it's second remake technically, but the third time they've released this game. But I am an absolute slut for Halo. So I am very excited about this. And as far as I can tell, this is a remake of Combat Evolved in the latest engine. So this is, I don't know if it's the same as Infinite or if they've developed an even newer engine for it. But it's all modern mechanics. Halo boomers will complain endlessly that there's sprint in this game. But it's not just sprint. We've got clamber, and we've got, it's a 2026 remake of Halo CE. It's what it says on the tin, and I'm going to play it, and it's going to be lovely. And on top of that, I've heard rumor, I don't know if they're substantiated, that they're giving this treatment to Halo 2 as well. Potentially going through Halo 3, actually. And Halo 3 was like, that was a very influential game on me.
I really like the fact that, they're coming back to the roots, but I guess I have a question, not to draw any negative out of this. Do you have any concern with the way that they handled Infinite, that this could have a kind of a potential like fall on your face kind of moment?
I didn't have a problem with Infinite. I like Infinite. I still play Infinite.
I mean, there's a lot of like, contention here and there of is it all that good, and is it really not that good?
People were mad primarily because Halo Infinite was going to be multiplayer. It was going to be free multiplayer with a bot campaign. And there was like, because it was at the weird time, Halo Infinite was never supposed to be a single-player game. It was supposed to be their answer to Call of Duty Warzone. It was supposed to be a free-to-play cosmetic multiplayer. And it also, in my opinion, happened to be the best multiplayer so far in the series. By the way, you can quote me on that. But they did release a campaign that you could buy separately. And, it was fun. It wasn't the best campaign. It felt kind of Ubisoft-y. I only played it once, but I had a good time. This is just going to be a remake of a game that we know is good. Halo CE was good to begin with, and it's going to be good the first time they remaster it, and it's going to be good this time now. I've heard that they're adding some content to it, like a couple of bonus levels that weren't in the original game. Don't know what that's going to be like, but I don't know, man. I just love Halo. I got nothing to be mad about.
Well, hopefully it turns out, and you're right. Like it turns out to be like, that next iteration of the original Halo. And honestly, I'm all for it too. Like I didn't play. Funny story. The first time that I played Halo, the first Halo, was not until, wait for it, 2015.
Huh.
That was the first time I played it. And I was like, wow, this is a good game. Then
like any of them?
Any of them.
2015, yeah. Really? Okay.
I was like, wow, that's a good game. Because I wasn't growing like early as I was PlayStation guy.
You were a PlayStation guy. I put a pin in that, but yeah, keep talking.
Like, so I didn't have friends that had an Xbox. I never was around an Xbox. It was always either PlayStation or Nintendo.
Yeah, I was an Xbox guy, and I think I started PlayStation 1 and had my suite of PlayStation 1 games, and then I got a few years older, and I actually had, I got a little money. I think I was babysitting or something, and I got a little cash stacked up, and I actually bought the Xbox 360 because of Halo. Like, I had played it a few times with friends who had owned it. I'm like, oh my god, this this is the best. And that's why I bought the 360. It's why I switched off of PlayStation. And I know there's some contention among all the people who are mad about like console exclusives or whatever, but this game's coming to PlayStation.
It is?
Yes, it's coming to PlayStation 5.
I know I'm a purist, but I when it comes to like where I buy my IPs, but I might play this on PlayStation 5.
Do it. Why not?
You know what I've recently like played on PlayStation 5? Gears of War Reloaded.
Oh, did that come to PlayStation 2?
Yeah.
I'll keep screaming it from the rooftops. Exclusives suck. Game access is way better for everyone involved. Absolutely. Let the PlayStation people play the Xbox games. Let the PC people play the PlayStation games. Just let people play games. We don't need exclusives. It's exclusionary.
We should, by the way, we should do a rewind episode on that, because I think there's more fodder for that one. Well, I mean, we're definitely looking forward to Halo. That's for sure. I think that one's going to be a good one to get. But you know what? Something I just thought about. We did my kind of one I was looking at or honorable mention. We didn't get to yours.
Oh, no, I forgot. That's on me. My honorable mention, and honorable is pulling a lot of weight here. Code Violet. Another game that I absolutely adored but did not own, it was a friend's game, was Dino Crisis, which is basically Resident Evil with velociraptors, right? This game was promising to be a spiritual successor to Dino Crisis. And I'm always on the lookout for dinosaur shooting games. I love Dino Crisis, and I loved Carnivores. Do you remember Carnivores?
Yes, yep.
It was like Cabela's Big Game Hunt, but dinosaurs, and they would eat you. It was great. This game has me really hype, but apparently, as of recording this, it already came out, and it sucks. I have not seen a review of it that is kind in any way to this game,
really?
Which is absolutely unfortunate. And I've seen a little bit of gameplay. Like, it looks fine, but it's also, like, the gameplay they show off to me is absolutely, like, fan service. Like, they just got the big butt female character walking around, and there's apparently a lot of glitches, and the guns are boring, and, man, that's a shame. That's an absolute shame.
Yeah, I mean, I would, maybe I'd love to try to, it's on Steam, right?
No, I think it's a PlayStation exclusive. There's actually, like, and all the negative hype around it, there's people saying, well, of course they're not going to put it on Steam. Steam's got a refund policy. So, this game did not sell well.
I mean, it's kind of interesting, because it looks decent, right? Like, it looks stylistic, right? It's not realistic, but it's stylistic. So that's kind of a bummer that it's not a good game, but who knows? Maybe they patch it up and repair it up or what have you. But
I want it to be good. If it ever comes to PC and it's on sale, I'll give it a try. But I have not heard good things about it.
Although I was just noticing there in the footage that they were showing, like the movement of the dinosaurs didn't look that great.
No, apparently it's the combat is wonky, the stealth systems are wonky, the AI is unimpressive, and you can tell just in the trailer, like the thing they spent the most time on was animating her ass. Which I am not necessarily into.
Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, I mean, again, maybe at some point there will be some patches to this and it gets some additional love, but I might just try it out anyways, just to kind of report back and say, oh, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, you've actually got a PS5, right? I don't.
Yeah, I do.
So,
yeah.
I mean, if you feel like falling on that stake, you go right ahead and you let me know.
Boy, yeah.
Maybe we can get some React content. You could stream it, and
that sequence was terrible.
Yep.
Man, I might have to just try it for the fanfare piece of it.
We'll get some content out of it.
Yeah. I'll wait till it goes on sale though.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. Don't pay $60 for this.
Did you just see that?
Yep.
The dinosaur was just like floating in the air. Like, what dinosaur floats in the air? Oh my God. Well, I mean, Yeah, not much I can say about that, Mike. Not much I can say about that. Thanks for listening to our most recent episode of Uneducated Gamers. You can go to Galaxy Game TV to post comments on each of our episodes, or if you have a question or a topic you would like us to include in an episode, feel free to leave a comment. Until next week, we bid you farewell.